What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Allison Buys Way Too Many Books because she can't read this many in a month. Okay, so I buy too many books when I only read 7, 8 a month tops. Some months I read 5 and 4 on my slower, boarding on reading slump months. This month I've read about 5 or 6 so far. When this is being filmed, this is pre-filmed. All of my videos are pre-filmed because I don't always, if I don't pre-film them, they never get filmed. Not going to talk much about these books because there's too many. This Lullaby by Sarah Dessen. People have recommended me Sarah Dessen. I'm in the mood to read contemporary right now, so all of the contemporary recommendations, I'm like, buy the books. And if I don't like them, hopefully that's not what's going to happen, because if I read one that I'm not going to like, I'm going to be out of my contemporary mood, and I don't want to. I'm never in the contemporary mood. I want to make it last. Okay, and then we have Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. One of my Bookstagram friends really loves Morgan Matson, so I was like, okay, I'll pick this up and I'll read it. Peeps by Scott Westerfield. I have no idea what this book is about at all. I just thought it looked cool and it sounds cool. I didn't even read the synopsis. I was like, Scott Westerfield, bye, in my basket. And then I read Uglies when I was like 8, 9, 10, somewhere around that area. And I never read the rest of the series. I don't know why. I don't remember anything of Uglies at all. So I bought Pretties by Scott Westerfield, Specials by Scott Westerfield, and Extras by Scott Westerfield. I know where Uglies is, but I didn't need to buy it because I have 2 copies of Uglies because I bought them twice for some reason. Friday Night Lights by Abigail Glynns. Again, my Bookstagram friend read this and said it was really good. And I'm like, it's a contemporary. I need to read contemporaries right now. I think it's contemporary. Hopefully it's a contemporary. I'm in the mood to read that right now. I am recently obsessed with Wicked because a different Bookstagram and my friend of mine was like, you have to listen to Wicked. So I was like, okay, I'll listen to it, and I love it, and I bought Wicked sometime. I already had a copy. I bought another one because it has things from the Broadway show in it. And then I found this, which is After Alice, but it's by the same author. And then I was like, just casually flipping through it, and oh my gosh, it's signed. I have to get this. And the cover's super cool, but it's signed, guys. It's signed. I've heard people say that this book is good. Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins. They don't seem to like the rest of the trilogy. I think it's a trilogy. Oh well. They don't seem to like the rest of it, but they said Rebel Belle is really good, so I wanted to read it and check it out for myself. And then I read Scarlet a month or 2 ago. I don't know. But I found I read Cinder a month or 2 ago, I don't remember, and I found Scarlet finally. I have Fairest and Fairest, I don't have Winter, but I've read Cinder and I needed Scarlet so that I can continue the series. This one is like twice as big as Cinder, by the way. What? I hope Cinder and Kai, or Key, I don't know how you want to pronounce his name, is in that because I need more of them. I have A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L. Ingle, which I read this series when I was little and I loved it almost as much as Narnia. Narnia came first, which is probably why I love it more. And then I bought Milk and Honey. I can't pronounce her name. End of Stories, The Vanishing Spell by Chris Colford. This dude was in Glee, which is really cool. So I bought this book, looked at my bookshelves, found out I already owned it in hardcover. This is paperback. Oops. Off the Page by Jodi Picoult and I can't say her name, and Samantha Van Leer. I read Between the Lines, I think before I started a Bookstagram, but I finished this book and it has feels, guys. And I love the plot so much of this book. It's so good. I'm going to have more thoughts about it probably on my wrap up or maybe a review. I'm not sure if it's going to have a review or not. Smoke, the sequel to Burned by Ellen Hopkins. So I read Burned you guys saw in my wrap up for Read a Theme, Readathon. And I didn't know there was a sequel. I went into Burned not knowing there was a sequel freaked out about it on my stories, and somebody was like, oh my god. And we started talking about Burned, and she told me there was a sequel to Burned, and I was like, I need it right now. Amy and Roger's Epic Detour by Morgan Matson. That is it for this video. If you've read any of these, or if you want to read any of these, comment down below telling me if they're good or not, if you've read them. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!